Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down. Prescott, throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go. And I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. 2nd-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Second down, they go again with Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. From the gun, here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, Sky Moore. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example of defensive coaches constantly preach. Not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. The Bears had 8 and 5 to start play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On first down, Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So the first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run wide side with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A shotgun snap, Fields. And caught by Henry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Henry. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job was to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pass complete to Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. 10-0 to score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Kamara up the middle. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. To throw is Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Davis Price on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Fields now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Running left, it's Henry. Oh, good move. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete. Smith has it. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields goes right back to Smith again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running from the gun with Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9. Fields. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that 4-route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, he fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there, finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Back to throw. Fields. He's into the secondary. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On play action, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Lawrence Cager, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. It's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And they run the option on second down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Prescott to throw it. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. He'll start with a give to Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Quick slant here to Smith. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down here after getting 8 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On first down, it's Fields. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Here's Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Thielen. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
Now I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Meanwhile, Dak throw complete there to Thomas. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On third down, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 24-0 lead already in hand, really no reason to try to do anything too crazy here. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Fields. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Jacoby Brissett throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Mac Jones strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Bears, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Again, Dak going to keep it, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Prescott from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Prescott. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 4 down.
So much of our offense is what we call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Second down, here's an option right. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Henry running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And past the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience.
I was going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting.
Fields. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
After the penalty, it's Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again on second down. Prescott. This one is caught. It's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Dak's going to keep it on the option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Prescott now. He's got the connection to Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Tariq Woolen in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And they're certainly to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Gay's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Bears now ready to take over again. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. On second down, here's the option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Henry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. He completes it to Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down carry for Henry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal, and he'll be kicking into the wind in the 4th quarter now. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 74 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run it again with Henry. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Henry up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They're definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Got his man complete. Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Prescott yet again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Prescott's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To the air again, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went backwards. Double down at the 30. There'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 in the play. And on 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They begin with Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Oh, he's getting a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 147 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And out come the Eagles. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Only able to get a couple of them. And they'll bring up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Holding. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Chicago, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.